Hello everyone and welcome to the Game of Life. Now we've been playing a couple of retro board games recently. Kind of board games are deemed classics, not necessarily if they're kind of the most complex board games, but ones that perhaps a lot of people know. And I think Game of Life is one of them. Something I played quite a bit when I was younger. It does feel a little bit luck-based with all the spins, but you can strategize here and there. And I thought we'd give this a go. I know there was Game of Life 2 out actually, but I think that's a lot more different from the one that I remember playing back in the day when I was a lot younger. So we're going to play this now. We'll go for a new game, just making sure everything worked. We're going to add, of course, some CPUs because I don't have anyone to play this with. And we will be going for the blue bike. We can only have up to 4 players, so that's fine. And here's the Game of Life. Potentially very loud in your ears, which I might be turning down in post-production. Now, Game of Life, if you are unaware, is a board game about moving around a board, making decisions about life and other such things. We are spinning first. And we've rolled a 4, so the highest spinner starts. We're at least beating red. Are we going to beat yellow and green as well? Oh, we may do if green... No, green's managed to... green's managed to beat us all. So you can have the choice of career or college. Career is okay. He's gone for police officer or farmer. He'll take... Interestingly, he's gone for the police officer, which is a slightly lower salary, but I suspect he might think he can roll more 3s, where you get a bonus. And of course, he gets his payday. There's a couple of paydays actually if you start off in career. Plenty of paydays actually. Now, our choice is, do we go for career, which means we don't have any tuition fees to pay, but likely to get a worse job. Whereas college costs 100,000, but we'll probably make that back in our salary anyway. So we'll go for college. We do have to pay the bank 100,000. And given we're going second, we might be able to actually get a decent job if we're lucky. So off we go. We're going to go a slightly different path to the way green went. As you can see, there's a lot less paydays here. But we've set up a school, getting 40,000 from the bank, which is funny to me because we're at school, but we've also set up a school. Sometimes Game of Life doesn't always make sense. Red's gone for the career as well. We'll see if this pays off. They've gone for Mechanical Film Star. Again, they've gone for Mechanic. I'm not sure I agree. Film Star pays a lot more. I'm not sure why they wouldn't go for that, but again, I'm sure they have their reasons. And they do pick up a payday. And yellow is going to go to college with me. Interesting. So let's see if we can beat them to the good jobs. Thankfully, they're not moving as far, but 20,000 does get paid to green and to red. So maybe that's why they chose to be a police officer and mechanic. Yellow's also set up a school while he's going to school. Sometimes this game doesn't make much sense, but I do enjoy it. It's a nice memory of board games gone by that I don't play very much anymore. And I believe Green's about to get married to either the blue peg or the pink peg. This time the pink peg. So we get to view the wedding ceremony, or at least part of it. And I believe for every child you have, you get additional benefits as long as you land on the right places. Green also gets a wedding gift of 50,000, I believe. No, 150,000. So Green is doing pretty well for themselves at 520,000 K. But a lot can be made back in the later stages of this game. Grab the cash. We've got a little mini game here. Sometimes it's actually best to not be at the front, sometimes it's best to be at the back, it really depends. So hold and drag the left mouse button to move the peg. Collect as much cash as possible while avoiding loans. I'm sure we can do this. Okay. So here comes the cash van. I mean to catch as much cash as possible. 2, 1, go! course, we want to catch all the good cash, not the bad cash. Oh, catching some of it though. Oh, we picked up a couple of negative ones there. Of course, the faster ones are the really good ones, but they're a lot harder to catch. And I haven't even looked at the bottom of the screen to see how we're doing. I find it's very distracting if I do that. Oh, we did the best by far. Good. So we gained 185,000 and everyone else didn't make it into triple figures. So I'd say that's pretty good. It just means that we've got a bit of a head start over our competitors. The question is, how's that going to help us? Because green's got a lot of money. Right, we're next to go. Let's spin the wheel. We're giving money to red and green. 33 is a popular number. We're not actually going to make it to our we're not going to make it to our job point just yet. I didn't even read what was on the screen. Green. Okay, so we are bank pays highest spin 100k. Fine. 7's a pretty good roll, or pretty good spin in this case. But of course, green, being the cheat he is, has clearly decided to go much higher than I have. So green is looking in a very strong position early on. But that is also because he's moved through a lot of the map. Okay, dream vacation. Is this against me? I think this might be. Well, you know. Red's spun on 9, so I don't have much hopes, and would you believe I haven't got 8, but I did do well in the minigame, so it's not too bad. Oh, poor yellow's moving even slower than I am. Okay, more of these spins. Again, go with me, it's very kind of them. Luckily they must know I roll very low numbers. Oh, we've drawn, so we're going to have to spin again. Life tokens you can pick up on these yellow tiles, and you may end up with a pretty cool bonus at the end, depending on how many of you have. We won a bit of money there, so I'd say yellow's not faring too well at the moment. Green is on his way. He's nearly able to buy a house. So collect 10 times spin from the bank and spin again. Wow, green is flying through this course, so he is. So he gets 30,000, but does get to spin again, which is arguably more useful. And he's on his way to buy a house. I think he can buy a property before buying a big property. That's good. But he's decided not to buy one. Interesting. Very interesting. Please when I'm not spin a 3, as I've been doing this the entire time. I keep on giving green and red money. 3 must be another really matters, but I just don't want to be giving them money. Right. Education. So I'll come out as a graduate with my hat and robe. And I get a choice of 2 jobs. A pilot or a lawyer. Well, lawyer's more money, so obviously I'm going to take that one. I know you can have like a midlife crisis in this game, so we'll be careful about that. This time we have 8, that's a little better. So now we are actually catching up with red, and we are on a much higher salary. This is why I feel like going to tuition is important. Or go to school, not go to tuition, but having tuition at school is important because it does end up just paying you more. Obviously not always in real life, but within this fantasy version of Game of Life, it does pay off rather well. Especially when there's a lot of things you have to pay for in order to enjoy life, like climbing Mount Everest. Poor Yellow needs a job and quickly because he is struggling, but he's going to give me 20,000, or I'll get 20,000 from the bank, which is good. Now, Yellow could actually be a dark horse depending on what job he gets here. I think I've got one of the highest paying jobs with lawyer or pilot. I mean, I got lawyer, but I think that leaves pilot open. Yes, it does. and he's taken pilot. It doesn't really matter. It's only just kind of the base salary and the number you get, but Yellow will start earning pretty quickly now, I would say. So even though Yellow's a bit far behind, he is going to start catching up. And is sailing around the world. So Yellow's doing a lot of the fun things in life. But he's going to pay a lot, but those life tokens may come pretty useful at the end. I actually can't quite remember how they work. It's been a long time since I played this game, but I have a memory it's pretty good. Now, Green is married and already on his way to go to night school, but he's decided to go for life. I must say I'm surprised that he didn't buy a house, because houses can sometimes give you pretty good income later down the line. Oh no, actually, sorry, the bank doesn't pay it, the player pays it. That's interesting to know. Right, salary for Green. You start a family band. What would everybody play? Well, given that you don't have any children at the moment, I'm not sure. Right, let's spin the aforementioned wheel. 9, that's going to get us moving pretty quickly. That might actually get us to our marriage date, and it does. We will go for a pink peg. And we switch that from a bike to a car, because we may well have some children in future. So now we no longer look like a Uber Eats driver. Certainly in London, anyway. In London is very much food is very much delivered on bikes as opposed to cars. But then when I was out in university out in Colchester, it was usually delivered in cars. So it's quite fun to see the regional difference. Ooh, 300,000 for my wedding gift. Yes, please. Right, I'd say we are very much on Green's tail, although we are going to be paying him some money, as well as Red. So we're actually on equal. But Green's also a lot further ahead. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing necessarily. Right, we're going to bouncy castle, spin to see how high you jumped, and get us some money. This is a pretty luck-dependent game, as quite a few board games are. But I don't mind that. I do have a plan. I've got plans for a couple of more board games coming up soon, which are a lot more strategic. Dune Imperium is one of them, as is hopefully Wingspan, but I need to work out how to actually play it, because I don't really recall. I think I've only ever played it once in real life, kind of on the actual board, and to be honest I can't remember a thing about it. So I need to... I do have the digital copy, but I need to actually work out what I'm doing there. Right, Red is going to spin to determine a wedding gift. 150, not bad at all. Wow, that number 3 really is coming in. Dividends for both Red and Green. I can understand now why they decided to pick the number 3. Right, they learned to skydive, which is a pretty expensive life token, but I'm sure it will do them well. Yellow is only at 30k. But should pick up some paydays on the way, and should also get married as well, which will give him a little bit of opportunity to earn like a wedding gift or wedding present. So now everyone's got married, but no one's gone to night school yet, and no one's bought a house. Personally, I don't think I need to go to night school because I went to college in the first place, so we'll probably carry on the other side, because we've got a pretty high earning job. In fact, only Yellow is kind of the high level as us, and Yellow got a very nice wedding gift as I did of 300,000, and is now going to head on their way. There's a bit of a congestion here on what I presume is the Golden Gate Bridge, or like a knockoff of the Golden Gate Bridge. Or just any bridge. It probably is just any bridge, and I'm insulting all the people who know the Golden Gate Bridge very well indeed. Excellent, that's going to be some money for me. I forgot I had to press it, but there we go. Green is absolutely storming on. Taking some more money. This time deciding to buy a house. Choice of 2, the beach hut or the cozy cottage. Okay, so they might make a bit of profit on that. We'll have to see how that goes. Wow, 3 is such a popular number. I don't know if it's just my poor rolling, or sorry, poor spinning, I should say. But still, it does seem to be pretty impressive how often the number 3 comes up. I'd be interested to see if there's any statistics for this at the end of the game. Yellow's going to get a bit of money from red there. I think red's actually probably in the weakest position because blue, myself, and yellow have good paying jobs. And green just seems to be storming ahead. Now you're going to go to night school, I imagine. Yes, you are. Probably to try and get a better job. Oh, rocket scientist or fashion designer. So interestingly, you pay the 100,000 straight away, but you do go for a better salary. So I guess that's maybe the benefit you can get out of the tuition bit at the beginning and get further ahead. But in all honesty, red's not that further ahead than me and yellow. Sure, red and green are further ahead, but not by a huge amount, I would say. So personally, I'm not sure that's a huge coup on their part. And you know, me and yellow have been collecting much better salaries than red has for a while. And we have another mini game, statues. Okay, this is like what's the time, Mr. Wolf, isn't it? Or that thing from Squid Game, which I can never remember. But basically, when this person looks, you can't you be moving, otherwise they'll send you back to the start. And go! Oh, come on. Oh, just about made it. Go, 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 go. I think we can beat them to it. Run! Haha, we made it. Wow, we absolutely floored the opposition there. I can't remember how much money we get for this. It might be 100,000. Yeah, and then the other guys will get how far they made it. So you can still make some decent money off this, even if you don't win. It's not like if you don't win, you don't get any money. You can still earn a decent amount. Obviously, the more you win, the better you do. Green is absolutely storming on. Now, what's this next major point in life? Family stop. You always go for life path as opposed to family. That's interesting. I tend to go for family path up there, but I never know if that's the right decision or not. It does give you more chance of babies. But life path is a lot quicker. Ooh, red's been fired for snoozing as a police officer. Can't do that. Oh, but they've got film star. That's a problem actually, because now everyone's on roughly the same salary. I have 20,000 more, but it's not ideal. At least now there won't be such a bias to landing on number 3. Are we buying a house here? We may be. Let's have a look. We've got plenty of money. Let's have a look what we can get. A TP or a windmill. So, purchase price is either 350, spin for 300, sell for 500,000. That's profit of 150, or profit of potentially. So potential profit 200,000, potential profit 70,000. We'll do the windmill, but we could lose money as well. I think that's something we're going to bear in mind. However, I still think I'm hoping it will still be a decent investment. Red is now storming along as well, although nowhere near as far as green. Yeah, now everyone's collecting a really good salary. This could be a problem. Is red going to buy a house? No. Red doesn't have much money. That doesn't particularly surprise me, actually. Yellow's turn. Yellow is kind of near me and probably won't go to night school as a pilot. Yeah, I don't really see why you would go to night school as a pilot. Incidentally, I've realised that Green was fired for sleeping on the job as a police officer and has now become a film star. That's mildly concerning. It's okay, Yellow's going to earn some good money here. And now... Is this just yellow spin? I think everyone spins here to collect a certain amount of cash. So yellow did pretty well. Green did excellent, got the highest number. Let's see what I get. Probably the lowest number because, you know, I'm not lucky. No, I get the highest amount I can, which is useful. I do think that probably green, yellow, and myself are in the lead, whereas red is fine. Not just financially, I don't know if they've really managed to get much in their time. But I might be wrong. They won a beautiful forehead contest and earned 40,000 buckaroos. You know, they're a movie star, it does make sense. And we've rolled a 2, which is going to get us pretty much nowhere. But it does get us to the night school stop, which we are not going to take, as we have the highest paying job. And actually that allows us to spin again, despite getting such a low roll or low spin. Number 4, not sure where that takes us. Takes us to a life card. We play drum set on the table, so highest spinner takes 70,000. We're going against red. Let's see if we can get a decent amount here, but if we lose, which we probably will, given we got a 2, red will gain some, and I'd rather red gains it than someone like yellow or green. I think that's probably a good idea. So green is absolutely storming in comparison to the rest of us. Red is selling the flowers from his garden for 70,000, which is remarkably impressive, given that you can buy a TP for almost the same amount in this game. Must be some quality flowers. Okay, yellow spins an 8. Not got any children yet, but I imagine that will come at some point, unless people decide to go on different paths. Personally, I'll probably go on the family path, because I think there is a benefit. But green's going to likely get the first choice of retirement, especially spinning 8s, and that does come with a benefit to choose where you retire. Not everyone can retire at the same place from memory. That green is almost certainly... green is not far away at all, to be perfectly honest with you, if I have understood this correctly. Spin for ourselves, we had a 4. So we're moving at a bit more of a leisurely pace, to be perfectly honest with you. But we'll happily take our nice salary. And we want a skateboarding competition. Not bloody likely, I can't skate to save my life. But I will not turn down 100,000. Okay, well I guess it's dollars, because it's probably an American game. But, you know, you never know. Okay. Yellow to go next. Yellow's probably the first person to make $1 million. Although he's going to give me 20,000. Thank you very much. Is Yellow going to go to the family path or stick with life? Yellow is going to go for family. Question is, how many children can he actually... Well, he's just rolled a 10, so he's pretty much skipped the entire family path, I think. I think he's pretty much missed all of it. So actually for him that was pretty... Yeah, I mean you do get to spin for a baby at the end. And they get to live by helicopter, which is mildly amusing. And because he rolled an 8, it seems he gets 2 children. But you can stack up a really large amount of children from memory in this. But I feel like actually Yellow missed out slightly because he rolled a 10 and not much happened there. Statues again. I think statues can win very easily against the computer. So I'm fine with that. As long as you play it relatively cautiously, you're okay. Because the computer nearly always gets sent back in this, I think. And turn. Go. Oh, that was close. And we made it. These little mini games aren't in the original board game version. But, you know. Oh, that was a good time for us to win, actually, where the other guys didn't get very far along at all. They must have all been sent back. So it's going to give us a good amount of profit over the others to only get 20 or 30,000 or even 10,000 for Yellow. But Yellow is the first person into that, which should really be $1 million, but it says 1,070. Green moves 1, but Green is still very far ahead of the rest of us. Now he's going to play a little bit of roulette. He's going to get red or green or black. Red means he gets money, black means he pays the bank, and he's been lucky this time. He gets 50 grand. And it's my turn now. We seem to be rolling inherently small numbers, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Oh no, sorry, this is for all of us. I didn't realize, I thought this was just for green. So I think me and green benefited, yellow and red lost out. This is now my actual spin. And true to form, I still get low numbers. We are significantly behind everyone else. We're going to probably be the last ones to retire, I would imagine. I was hoping that was going to be a good enough spin. Clearly not. We get 50k, it's better than nothing. But, you know, 50k, everyone's going to get at least 50k, so 50k isn't a great benchmark to go off, really. Okay. We didn't do too well there. We definitely need to start maybe rolling some higher. I keep saying rolling as if there's dice, which there isn't. But I'll happily take 20,000, thank you. Although he really needs to roll a high, spin a high number because he's one away from the family route, although he's decided to go for the life route this time. You can still pick up children in other parts of the board, it's just there seems to be a lot of people here. There's a lot of chances for children in this path. Okay, so everyone's going to collect again. Slightly lower stakes now, it's only 20,000 to either pay or lose or gain, as opposed to 50,000 from before. So we'll just give this a go, see what happens. And unfortunately we pay the bank this time. But it's only 20,000, I think we still made a profit over last time. So yellow's ambling at a leisurely pace with their children. They've started a family band, or at least the children can, you know, play something. And that's a nice cheap life token to grab, actually, that's pretty good. How close is green to finishing? Green must not be far off finishing at this point. Actually, he's got to go around the volcano, hasn't he? Ah yes, the risky road or the safe route. Given that green is quite far ahead, he can probably get away with taking the safe route. Risky route does come with some benefits, but obviously some negative consequences as well. I think you do get more paydays in the risky route, which is by no means a bad thing. Okay, we'll just grab the cash. We did pretty well on this last time. I think we earned about 150,000. Okay, so let's see if we can do the same again. Basically, we just want to pick up any of those really fast-moving 50,000s that turn up. Not seeing many of them over in my area, though. Oh, there's one. I'm not sure. I don't know if we got it, actually. We might have done. I shouldn't really pay attention to the bottom until the end of the game. We seem to be doing pretty well, though, I would think. Oh, let's grab that 10. Oh, there's a 50 there, but we didn't manage to get that. Oh, we did get 30. That's pretty good, though. And we didn't grab any loans. Cash only. Wonderful. 100,000 for us. I feel like we grabbed more than 100,000, but maybe not. Still, I'm not going to say no to 100,000, although it doesn't give me that much of an edge over my competitors. Only red got a significantly low amount. Alright, let's go this way for a change. We seem to be permanently stuck on 2s, 3s and 4s, to be honest. But I'll happily take a payday. And we host a comedy competition. 50,000 from the bank, even though I'm not a particularly funny person. We are so far behind everyone else. Actually, we're not too far behind red. But given we're likely to come last, not last place, but coming in last to the retirement complexes, we should probably take it as slow as possible to get more life tokens. So actually, green's going fast, we're going slow. Yellow and red's somewhere in the middle. Yellow's on his way. He'll collect his paycheck as a pilot. And he's won a skateboarding competition. That's the one I won. But, you know, yeah. Right, green to spin and to move. As usual, red is the one who's a little further behind than everyone else. Green is very much nearly at retirement now. And has decided to sail around the world, as people tend to do in retirement fairly often. Not that I think that would be something I would want to do. Cruises aren't particularly for me. I can see the kind of the appeal of them, but I'm not sure it's my kind of thing really. I think green will probably have 1 or 2 more turns and just sits in retirement, but he can still earn money from his wheel spinner number, and he just seems to get quite a bit from that. And red has a child, finally. This time a little girl. Okay, 6 for yellow. Yellow is also heading towards the retirement area. Not quite just yet. Still got to go through the risky road just yet. Everyone seems to have chosen me. I wonder if that's because I am the player. Or maybe it's just because, well, I was about to say it's because I'm the lowest earner, but I'm not really. Ooh, 70,000 for me. Very nice. Green hasn't quite made it to retirement this turn, I think, so actually that's pretty good for him. More statues, okay. That's fine, I'm happy with statues. Statues I can win pretty easily, I would say. Although really it should be called What's the Time, Mr. Wolf, because that's the game I remember from my childhood. Okay, let's get ready. And hammer that button. I think the judge might be a little generous with us. There we go. Usually only takes about 3 attempts to make it there. Or 3 sections to make it there, so we've done pretty well. And I'm glad that green came last. I always like it when green comes last, because despite yellow's been doing pretty well, I do think green is our main competitor, really. Red I don't think is particularly in the running at the moment, purely just off financial views, but then again, did red buy a house? I honestly can't remember. Right, so let's spin. We're pretty close to... No, red didn't buy a house, but we are very close to the family path. And you know what? Given that we are rolling pretty low, we will take the family path in an effort to pick up lots of children. Although, of course, now we're going to roll incredibly high, but no. And that is going to be twins, I think. A boy and a girl. Thankfully, the helicopter doesn't have far to fly. Oh no, we just go to the hospital and deliver it there. Fine. That's fine. I was expecting that. I thought the helicopter would have a very short way to fly. But I guess on the family path, you are right by the hospital, so it makes sense. Right, red and yellow are catching up to green, and I've got a long way to go yet. This is a very luck-based game, admittedly, but I do enjoy it. I haven't played it for quite some time indeed, so I thought it would be a nice, chilled game to play today, given that I'm playing Stellaris and Frostpunk at the moment, which are both rather, not gruesome games, but they can have really tough moments in the story, and so it's nice to have a bit more of a calmer game to play as well. Yellow took the risky path, but I think has avoided all of it by rolling or spinning a 10, so it doesn't get many benefits from that, but does sell their flowers. I don't know if we'll take the risky path or not. We'll have to see how we feel when we get there. Green is going to retire this turn. So Countryside Acres, but no, Greeno, as I suspected would do, would go to Millionaire's Mansion. Without any children, mind. They decided they didn't want children, or in this case didn't manage to land on where they need to go. I'm just going to get all the children at this rate, goodness me. Oh no, this is another house. Oh, I'm gonna hedge a gamble and see if I can buy another property. A ranch or a teepee. Oh, that ranch is a risk, but we wouldn't lose any money. Whereas the teepee, we could potentially lose money. But it's a big investment, but we should get that money back from the ranch. So even though that's a lot of money to spend, we're still over 1,000k, and we can't actually lose money on that ranch. And I think we sell them at the retirement if we don't sell them beforehand. So that's fine. Red is going the risky route. It might be a poor decision to buy the ranch, but we should get that money back later, I would hope. You're voted nicest post in your neighbourhood. Give everyone a compliment and spin. Okay, so as before, the lower spins get the lower reward, which makes, sense. We do need to catch up on our cash a little bit. Yellow's actually looking in a pretty strong position here. And Yellow might actually retire this turn. They're split him a lot. No, Yellow hasn't quite retired, but Yellow will retire next turn. And it's another grab the cash, another one of these little mini games. I think there was the third mini game as well, we just haven't seen it in this particular episode. Grab the cash, let's see how much we can grab here. Of course we want to grab the 50s as before. Oh, I feel like this is not going as well as the previous one was, to be honest. Okay, lots of small amounts, but nothing major. We keep missing all the good ones. There's a couple of double 50s, excellent. We did pick up a loan there. We're at least managing to pick up a few bits though. Oh, don't want to pick up all those loans though, but we did okay. 187,000, wonderful. Although it is rounded down to 180. And I actually don't mind that Red got second place, because I think Red is still the weakest of the AI players at the moment. So I certainly don't mind that at all. Right, Yellow is almost certainly going to retire when it comes to their turn. How are we doing? Okay, looks like we're going to be out of the family area for now. But I think we'll be able to still pick up another child at the end. And we do get a paycheck there. Wonderful. Spin for a baby. I think it's got to probably be a high number. 5 should probably give us 1 baby, I would imagine. This one is delivered by helicopter. And we've got another girl who gets dropped on the other baby's head, therefore killing her, meaning I've only got 2 babies left. No. But I always find that animation amusing. Right. Let's get moving. We're quite far behind the rest of our compatriots. And we just picked up a girl. We are there's always one player that just picks up endless babies, and I seem to be the person that does so in this game. Red, I think, is getting out of... Yeah, Red's going to get out of the area there. And we've got another game of statues. Interesting. We've got a lot of statue games in this run, but that's not a bad thing. Statues pretty much guarantees me 100,000 every time, so I'm not going to say no. I'm going to give these guys a 2-second head start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we go. I said 2, but I went for 5 instead. Go. We might still be able to win this. Oh, they all just got sent back. Yeah, we'll be fine. Even with the 5-second head start, we still managed to beat them. But then again, this is a pretty basic game. I think probably very much for children in some regard, or at least for younger players. But hey ho. If only I could earn this money in real life by playing this game, I'd be a millionaire by now. Okay, Yellow to spin. As expected, Green no longer spins because Green has retired. And Yellow will also retire, I imagine, momentarily. Deciding to go for Countryside Acres. Interesting. I honestly can't remember the majority of the differences between the two, but I'm sure we'll find out when we get there. Personally, for me, if I had the genuine choice, I would always choose to retire in like a countryside village or by the sea, rather than some grandiose McMansion which is going to fall apart in the future, in my opinion. I'd much rather retire by the sea, maybe down in Falmouth, in Cornwall, or Flushing, or somewhere around there. We buy a tropical aquarium, wonderful. Hopefully all these life tokens will be useful in the future. It's actually good to be rolling slow to get these life tokens. I keep saying rolling as if that's a thing, it's not. I think off property we might just win. We might win though, to be honest. And again we get chosen for the little mini game, which is lovely. It's definitely a kind of case of Dragonborn syndrome, where because we're the main character, we get to actually take part in everything. And we get 70,000 on a very close knife-fought battle there between 9 and 10, and we continue our habit of rolling rather slowly indeed. But we just land on a payday, nothing too exciting there. But we already have more money than Green, and Green's retired, and I don't think we bought 2 properties. Green, I think, has only got 1 or possibly none at all. I think Yellow might have a property, if I'm not mistaken. It really depends on the life cards, but I feel like I feel like I should be getting a lot more, but actually it looks to me like Red has got more. Looks to me that Red has got more life tokens than I do. So Red, Red might be the dark horse here. I think Green made it around the board too quickly to be a real threat, I would say. I'll have to see. We'll take the risky road for fun, why not? Add an element of risk to this game. Oh, apparently that counts as a legitimate spin, fine. And not a good one. Thanks, 100k from you, that could be worse. It doesn't actually feel that risky, to be perfectly honest. Now it's just me and Blue, we're just going to kind of trundle along, but Red's about to retire now. And Red will go to Countryside Acres. Which probably means I have to go to the Millionaire's Mansion, which is actually probably not what I prefer. We'll have to see. So now I just get to spin for myself. Get to spin plenty of times, so we're not too far away from our destination either. Oh, we could buy another house. Sure, why not? We'll be that absolute dick of a landlord who just buys all the properties. Right, TV's come up again. Oh, the family house. Family house has a worse chance of going wrong for not that much extra money, whereas the TP you get the same amount of profit for less risk if it fails. So we'll buy the TP. And we get to spin again and again. How exciting. That was a big roll there. We still pay 20,000 to Green, however. Is that enough to get us over the edge? Or have we got one more spin in us? Okay. What do we need to spin here? We need to spin a red. Let's just give it a whack. And we get our signature 3, which gives us another 100,000. Excellent. Red pays the bank. Yellow gains. Yellow's the first person up to 2,000, and Green pays. I think it's going to be between me and Yellow. But like I said, Red has a lot of life tokens. We'll have to see. Oh, we might even. I think we're going to have one more. We're going to have one extra spin here. Oh, one more minigame. Grab the cash. Okay. Even though these guys are retired, they can still take part in this, so, it's good for them to earn the chance for them to earn a little bit of extra cash. Let's see what we can grab this time. Lots of loans coming our way. Oh, grab that 50, absolutely. Grab those ones. The 5s are usually a good one to just build up some level of cash. Oh, I don't think we got that 50 though. We definitely picked up a loan there as well. Oh no, we got stuck. Oh, this has not gone as well. Oh, I think we kept on getting stuck on another player. We still win, but not by a huge amount, because our loans would have knocked off a bit of money there. And actually, so red would actually take the win there. So that's the first mini game we haven't won, but you know, can't win everything. So we still get 100,000, which pops us up to 2,000. I'm concerned about yellow. And interestingly, these red and blue and yellow, I think the two people in the lead were the people who went to college and got their tuition. How about that? So now we retire ourselves. I can't remember the difference, so I'm going to Countryside Acres because I just would like it more, to be honest. And we go there with our 4 children. 3 girls and a boy. Right, let's see how this goes. Retirement bonus. So yeah, I think if you go to Millionaire's Mansion you get a lot more. And then if you go to... Oh no, I think that's just the order you retire in, so I'll get less money because I retired last. What's next? Sell our houses. Green sells his. Is he going to sell it for a profit? I'm not sure if he did sell it for a profit, to be honest. And we've got, what, 3 properties to sell? So we want to spin. We want to get a black spin here. Let's give it a go. Otherwise we lose 50k. We lose 50k there. That's not too bad. What's next? The ranch. Well, the ranch we can't lose money. Also, it'd be nice to gain some money. We seem to really be not doing well on our properties here. And the TP. Okay, the TP. So we made a very small profit on our houses there. That's fine. Next will be the life token. Action cards. There we go. How many does Green have? Green's got a few, but Green moves very quickly across the board. So it picks up 700,000 for that. Yellow, I think, has a few more. Yellow picks up 900,000, I think that was. I'm intrigued to see how many reds we'll have. I still think I've got this in the bag though, purely that a lot of my money went into investment in property. Even though that didn't pay off, it still gave me a lot of money at the end of the game. 1,300 for red. I think I'm probably due about 800,000. Ah, 1,000, more than I thought. Me and red did move slow around the board, so that makes sense. Ah, no children for green. 1 for yellow. So red and yellow receive a few small amounts, but we're going to receive a lot more. Although I think it's only 50,000 for each child. But 200,000 is not to be sniffed at. If only that's how children really worked in real life. I don't believe anyone had any loans, that shouldn't be a problem. Which means I'm the winner! Yay! Green comes in last. I thought it might be between green and red. Actually, yellow and red were much closer in the second and third position than I thought. Green, I think, just made it around the board way too quickly and didn't invest in either houses or little humans, and didn't get many life tokens. How about that? So we win with a pretty comfortable lead. But Game of Life is not all too difficult, to be perfectly honest. But I enjoy it. I always enjoy these kind of board games from my childhood that I like to play again. But we will definitely be seeing some more complex board games on the channel as well. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.